Okay. Hello, welcome to the stream. Today I have a new drawing set up on my couch, totally laid back and relaxing and being lazy. Seeing if it works, seeing if I run into the same slowdown issues I did before, but hopefully not. Today I think I'll start off by just sketching some quick characters and seeing how it comes out. Alright, let's go. Let's draw person. We'll do maybe like a Dragonborn, don't you think? Dragonborn what? Dragonborn what? What is this Dragonborn doing? We can have him be Paladin, maybe? Dragonborn Paladin. Let's see. Shoulders. Position better. Oh, that needs this to eraser. Go. Maybe up there. So we'll have him sword and board, sword and shield. Here, so then actually I'll have him be holding his sword out like that, maybe? And then, yeah, and then he'd probably have his head turned up a little bit, kind of giving a judgmental look, and then his shield over there. So yeah, we'll have his arm relaxed just slightly there. I think I like that better. And the sword would be like there, and the ground. All right. So there's a good first pass to lay out the pose, and then from there we'll go in, we'll add some more form to it. Again, still being rough. There we go, give him the judgmental eye, the head turn, ear would be up there. Somewhat of a sneer. We'll give him some really big, obnoxious armor. Down, we got some sort of shield we'll have to design out later. We'll have him in full plate with all the regalia. Big arm. Oh, wanna follow perspective. We'll have him full plate greaves with a cog piece. And the greaves will go down, but then it'll be like, no, I might have some armor across his clawed toes. Go. 3 toes, right? Yep. Oh, a 1, a 2, a 3 toes. There we go. Okay, that looks good. And we got the hand there, and then we got this hand. It's going to be gripping the sword, the big armor over there, and then the cloak. Everyone needs a cloak. Okay, and then that's a good second pass. And then if we get rid of the first pass, does it still read? Still reads pretty good. All right, so now we're good to go in and start really designing out and adding the details. So here we go. The eye is where the judgmental look's going to come from. We got the nostril, that's about here. Oh, now it's starting to slow down. Let's save the file before we lose anything. Not too bad yet. Do I have anything else running by accident? Discord, my Steam running. Don't need. Yeah, there we go. And then his other nostril will be right there in perspective. It looks a little doofy. Let's see. I think his sort of beak isn't quite designed enough. Let's go here. We'll see if we can design the beak after. Under the chin. Oh, we're getting slowdowns again. No! We'll go up here. You'd have an ear somewhere around there. We will start drawing in the cloak. And then the armor, detail, scratches. And then we'll have another piece of armor under here. Well, that's really starting to chug now. Oh no. Come on, computer, you can do it. I believe in you. Okay, and then from there, we've got cloth that will come out of there. And now the shield. Oh, I don't quite have him gripping the shield because the shield will actually be over there more. So we'll go back to the under drawing and we'll adjust that because this arm, I just kind of have it there, would be more gripping the shield, would be more like that. So let's get rid of this. I want to get as much of the arm in there, so we'll turn the shield a bit more in perspective, but then it makes the shield look small. Look at it like that. It kind of works. Maybe. All right, let's see if that works. I'm not 100%, but we can try. Yeah, that works a little bit. Okay, and then we'll draw his arm or his hand holding it right there, right there, gripping that. Then you got a bracer in there, coming out of here, cloth. Yeah, that'll work for right now. Okay, so then over here, we've got the rest of his cloak coming out of there. Alright, so now that side of the cloak look bigger, so we're going to want to make this side look bigger. Go away, I don't want you. Go away. There. Over there. There we go. There, that looks slightly better. Okay, and then we'll come down, start drawing the armor. Ooh. Some sort of fancy belt here. Alright, let's see. Let's go back to the beak. Let's see. Can I make it look less doofy? No, don't switch colors. Yeah, this lag is not working. No! Why are you lagging again? I think I figured out what's killing it. Let's see if I break it. Nope, nope, no, no. Go back. Ooh, breaking everything. Let's see. Okay, we should be working now. Sweet. Okay, let's see if I still get the slowdowns. Also, I need to be able to manage your chat. Let's see. There we go. Now I can see chat. All right, let's try this again. Oh yeah, much smoother. Oh, sweet. And then we'll draw some dragon fingers. So he's probably not wearing gloves, but he'd have a gauntlet protecting the back of his hand. And then we will draw the sword. Oh yeah, it was something in my video settings was really chugging it along. I restarted those and it looks like it worked. Yes. Okay, so and then from here we're gonna draw a straight line down, Then we'll have it stuck into the grass here. Probably shouldn't do that to a sword, probably bad for it. Alright, and then coming up, we'll have the rest of the handle. There we go. There we'll have the gauntlet, and then the clothing underneath. Sweet. Alright, now let's get these pants drawn. We'll have the armor. Should really look up reference for this to get some more detail, but this is just a quick sketch again. Once I figure out all of the streaming setup, and I know like, oh, I'm drawing on the wrong layer. Disaster. How much of it did I draw on that layer? Oh, no, Krita crashed. Did OBS crash? No, OBS did not crash. All right, hold on, I'll be back. Where's the drawing? Uh-oh, there it is. There it is. Haha. Okay, and then we just need to tile it. That should look right, right? Yes, haha. Love technical difficulties. Okay, going back. So we recovered it from the autosave, so luckily we got some of it back. But now I gotta go in and draw it again. Oh no, oh well. Alright, so let's draw this sword over here. Alright, make sure I'm on the, yep, right thing. So we'll start with the hand. Give him his Dragonborn clawy hand. We got a knuckle there, and then a knuckle there, then a knuckle there, and then his pinky knuckle. Going back, some sort of gauntlet popping out there. There we go. Gripping there. There's the palm. Alright, so now we got the cross guard. Just a quick little, not super designed cross guard. There we go. And then we'll go up the handle real quick. Then we got the pommel. And from there, we'll draw the sword, the blade. So lining it up, we'll do one quick line for this side, one quick line for this side. Then it'll be stabbed into the ground, so we'll have some grass there. There we go. And then we'll do a fuller down the middle. There we go. There's an obnoxiously large sword for our paladin. Alright, and then from there, we'll go back, we'll draw this gauntlet again. These bracers into his shirt. Alright, and then on this side, we will draw the rest of this armor. Again, I should probably look up reference for this to get more details, but not until I figure out all of the streaming technicalities. And I have a whole stream without technicalities. That would be nice. That would be nice. One of these days. Alright, and then this cog piece. And then we've got armor into the greaves underneath in some way. Yeah, that'd be a good place for reference to really look in to see how it works. But this will work for now. Let's do these. Yep, again, real quick. And then we got his toes or claws. Yeah, without the lag, it's night and day. I've got to stop trying to set up the fancy streaming setup with the multiple screens and just do the one screen and go. There we go. And these are hidden by the blade. I should probably reposition that so you could see the foot clearly. That would be ideal. Alright, and then we'll just add the cloak to the background. Alright, how's that look without the underdrawing? That looks pretty good. Let's do a little bit more designing up here on the head. Oh, looks like it still has that weird green. Horns? Yeah, nice. Okay, so from there, we'll do some shading. So first we're going to create a layer and put them into darkness. We got some shadows going on. And then I'm going to do the same thing, do a local gray to make it as if everything in the scene was 50% gray. That way, when we make it lighter or darker, it'll make sense. Ooh, that green's popping up. I don't want that green to pop up. I want that to be black. So we will switch back to brush. Erase. Oh, why am I? No, I don't want brush. I want eraser. There it goes. Okay. And nope, I don't want to draw in gray. I want to draw in black again. There we go. Okay, so now with the shadow and the 50% gray, we can then go in. We can either go in and add light or we can add shading first. I'm going to start with the shading this time. So I'm going to create another shadow layer, but this time I'm going to add shadows in specific places. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go add, these are shadows that are created by ambient occlusion, not by actual light sources. So this is just in areas that where light would not be able to make it due to two objects being close to one another, creating less room for the light to bounce around, and thus creating more shadow. You can see this if you put your fingers together and you see that line of shadow between them. That is an ambient occlusion shadow. So I'm just going to rough in with a black brush on a 50% opacity layer, just looking for general spots to throw this, and then I'll go back, clean up, and blend out some edges so that it looks more subtle. But for right now, I'm just going to quickly find areas, and what this will do is this will create quick depth and round the form a bit more. Alright, so I'll go in, I'll start cleaning up some of the face. And what's great is you can work back and forth between these different processes, which is the best part of working digitally. At least the best part I like about it, because I get bored easy, so I like switching to different processes. There we go. Blend that out, that out. You can also go in with the eraser to just like, this should be more light there. There we go. This should be more light here. And this reminds me a lot of working in charcoal back in college, which was one of my favorite mediums. There we go. That looks a bit better. Okay, okay. So now we're going to keep adding. I'll switch back to the brush. But as you can see, just with the shadow, it's starting to round the form slightly more. And then when we add the light, that will round the form even further. Yeah, and back here in the cloak, it'd be harder for light to get back there. So this would be significantly darker. Back there, back there. Definitely where his feet contact the ground, where the sword contacts there, right here, and his knuckles there. Okay, here. Okay, and then we'll switch back to our edge control. A little darker there. Okay. Up here, we're going to want a little bit of separation of the back of the head. There. What's that? Okay, there we go. Yep, and that's not complete, but at least it's a good start. And then now we can go in and add some light. So let's go in and add some light. So we'll go above all those layers with an overlay layer, a light yellow color, and then we'll go in and start adding we'll do a sunlight source, a little smaller, there we go, and have that coming from this direction. And then we'll just go down the form and look for the areas that the light would hit, paint those in, like that, there, would come down and hit the armor, that, but the arm would be blocking some of it, so we'd have a shadow there. Then we can go in and do some edge control and blur out this. There we go. And then we'll want to move over. So here we can do some more edge control here. This is softer there. That's good. And then a little bit on the beak. Okay. And then we will continue along the forms. The pommel of the sword. This edge. His knuckle. Maybe the top of the hand there. So now I'm just thinking in as much 3D as possible and then pulling away and looking at it and seeing if it looks right. And just logically thinking through where the light would land and also if it would look aesthetically good. Sometimes you cheat a little and put light where it can't be. You can't go too far with that because the viewer will think, nah, that doesn't look right. But sometimes you can throw light into little places. We'll see if we find some of those later. Switch to more edge control here. Alright, so actually, is the sword in light? I think the sword would be in the light. The shadow coming off there. The fuller, there might be a little bit of shadow. The fuller. Is this right? Actually, I don't know. Maybe half of it wouldn't be in the light. You know, I don't know. Let's see. Let's leave it in shadow for right now. We'll do the rest of the figure and see if maybe it wouldn't be. Alright, so then we have the arm. And then the arm probably wouldn't be blocking down here. So we'll continue the light across there, here on the kneecap, definitely on the cloak there, and then on his feet. See, I kind of think the light might actually be on the other side of the sword. So we'll leave it like that for right now. All right, let's do a little bit of edge control. That's a little muddy. Oh, there's a little bit of shadow poking in there. Let's go to our shadow layer, clean up that a bit, go to our light layer. Is that still shadow there? Yeah, I think that's still shadow there. Back to the shadow layer. Yep. Yeah, that's not looking too bad. Alright, yeah, alright, so that's our main light source. So what I generally do is 2 overlay layers for the main light source, and I'll do a second pass with more light. So overlay, but this time I'm not gonna color the whole thing, and I'm just gonna go for the main spots of light and in the areas of interest. So this would be like the top of his head, and probably the armor, the cloak. So like the portrait area. It probably won't go all the way down to the feet because that's not the area of focus. And we'll really blend this out. We'll do a little bit of there. Yeah, so now let's blend this out. There we go. Okay. And then we can add a second light source. And I will do the second light source from the other direction. And I will make it blue. And now we will just color in the form as if this was bounced light coming from the other direction and really round out the form. And here we can start going in and really describing what the lines in the light have not. And again, here's where a lot of, like, most of this light would not reach where I'm putting it, but I'm just kind of adding it to help describe the form. And it usually doesn't look too unrealistic, definitely on the shield. And then if after you draw it, it does look a little weird, you can always go back and adjust it. Here. Like, especially right here, the cloak would be blocking this. This would probably be more in shadow, but I'd rather describe the form. There we go. And I will edge control that. There we go. There we go. Alright, that doesn't look too bad. Yeah, I think I want to add the bounced light to the sword, because that's going to be the only light on the sword describing it. Make that a bigger brush. I don't know if that looks right. Well, I'll leave it there for right now. Can always go back. Okay, and then the last thing I'm going to do is add some rim light, which will again be above everything. And this will be a normal layer, and this will just be a real sharp bit of light that goes around the edge or rim of the form. And we'll describe more form this way. So right here, and this is the more dramatic light source. Yeah, see, this light source would definitely not make it in here, but it does help describe the form. That might be too egregious, because it kind of makes it look like the cloak doesn't exist anymore. Okay, so yeah, I'll probably get rid of that. But down here on the foot, there would be... Yep, so we're going to get rid of... No, whoa. Nope, do not want you to paint. I want you to erase. There we go. Calm down, computer. Can I get away with adding those highlights to the sword arm? Let's see. That is a good amount of detail that we can get. Yeah, off the knuckles. Maybe not on the knuckles. Yeah, and then this would be right down. Then we can do some maybe back of the ankle on this. Yeah. Oh, that's wobbly. We gotta straighten that out. I think the underdrawing's a little wobbly. That's okay. Alright, so now, yeah, we definitely need the shadow back here. So right here in the armpit area, this needs to be in shadow because light would be hard to get back there with the cloak. There we go, that looks better. And then we can add color. So I like doing the shading first before the color, because then the color information doesn't get in the way of the shading. So let's go... We can hide all of this information and go straight back to the line drawing, and we can add a colorize mask. Add colorize mask. And we can just add color and have Krita kind of fill in the lines for us. So let's see, what color dragon? The red would be basic. Let's do a green. Let's do a darker green. And now for a colorize mask, all you do is add a line, and Krita will then follow that line to any edge work you did and try and fill it in. And you can adjust some parameters to fill it in better. And you'll see. Sometimes it works better than others, but it's still, even when it doesn't work, I still feel like it saves an incredible amount of time compared to going through and coloring in everything by hand. Right, so we got the green there. What color cloak? Let's give him the purplish cloak. Now, I'm not committed to these colors either. Right now, I'm just kind of selecting and getting different colors in different spots. We're gonna go in afterward and adjust them, and we can do that since we're in the computer. Okay, so let's make all the leathery bits this brown. We can even do this for his shirt. Oh, we missed the top part of the cloak. And then we'll do gray for the sword. We'll do like go for more of the purple. We'll do a purplish darker gray for this. I need the dark brown for the handle. And then we'll do a lighter purple for his armor. Kind of a pinkish. Alright, we'll see. This might work. Again, we can go back and adjust it. Make his shield the same color. Make all the armor the same. color for right now. Oh, gotta do his toes. I'll just leave him the green for right now. We'll go back to it later. All right, and then the last thing you need to add is a transparency color. So I'll just go to fully saturated red, and all you do is do a quick outline and find any spots inside of the line work that would be transparent. Not in there, actually, that I gotta add the cloak color to his armpit. I missed it just like I missed the, what's it called? The shadow there. So like right here, this inner part would be transparent. There we go. I gotta add the cloak color right there. Cloak color. I don't think that's the color. Cloak color. There we go. Okay, and then I gotta go to the tool options. You can find them. There it is. Switch to colorize, and it's gonna turn it a weird grayish tone. And we're gonna switch the red to transparent, and then we're gonna run it and see what it does. Depending on your computer and how detailed, it'll take different amounts of time to run. This one's at about 10% now. You can do it, computer. I believe in you. Oh, 90%. You're almost there. You can do it. There we go. So yeah, not perfect, but much faster than doing it by hand. And what's cool is now I can turn it into just a paint layer and work with that one. So we will convert it to paint layer, and we'll move it down below all of our light and shadow layers. Oh, as you can see, it's already adding the light. But hold on, once we get to, first we want, nope, we don't want the drawing layer. There's the gray layer. Gray, and then the shadows, and then we'll move the color layer over the gray. There we go. All right, so that's very, very saturated, very pastel. So I'm going to add some adjustments to it. So first we're going to go over the shadow layers, and I will add a blue adjustment layer to cool down the shadows. And then I will go above the light layers and add a warmer adjustment layer for the areas of light there. And that desaturates a lot of it. Oh, I gotta add the rim light back. Oh, there we go. Right, and now we can do a whole bunch of adjustments. And by adjusting the opacities on everything, there we go. There. All right, now we can do a whole bunch of other things, but I think this is a good stopping point for today. All right, so let me know what you think. One of these days I'll get through the stream without any technical difficulties, hopefully. But yeah, thanks for stopping by.